Hey guys, I'm back. Yeah, the Kai icon is here finally. Yeah, last week I didn't really have a video because I couldn't think of any, and I was busy with work and stuff, so I couldn't do anything. I didn't manage to attend WGP. I was busy, unfortunately, so I didn't get to test this out in like a tournament setting. But I did manage to test it out to an extent in some fights and stuff. And so far, this is the best build I can come up with, mainly because you'll see later why. I'll explain. But this is a very fun deck. Like, it does more than I give it credit for, and 4 attacks is surprisingly enough. If they give this 5, this will be, I think, quite deadly. We'll see if Busher will give this deck that thing. So for Ren Icon, we start with the right line. Full Bow, Blaster Javelin, Blaster Dark, and Phantom Blaster Dragon. It is. We're back. Goodness. Good to see old friends again. I do not have 15-year anniversary, but that's mainly because I didn't manage to get it during the split. So right line, Full Bow, go second, draw 1. Javelin, when you wrote from grade 0 Full Bow, and you can reveal a grade 3 Ren Icon. In this case, Phantom Blaster Dragon. You look at top 7, choose a Ren Icon that isn't a Sentinel, add it to your hand and shuffle your deck. The next effect is, the act effect is insult or drop, I believe. Counterblast 1, put the Javelin that's from your right deck back to the right deck, and then search your deck up to 1, or drop up to 1 Blaster Dark and add it to your hand. You will rarely use this due to how this build works, but it is very nice as a backup. Blaster Dark has the same skill as Blaster Blade, where when this unit is placed and it Counterblast 1 or Energy Blast 3, retire, choose one of your opponent's rear, retire it, and then if it's on Van, draw a card. But it has 2 new skills, unlike Blaster Blade, which is, well, Blaster Blade is a bit more simple. When your Vanguard with Ren Icon there's grade 3 or greater is attacks. If no other units is stood this turn, Soul Blast 1, stand this unit, and if this was stood, and your rear guard is, if 2 or more rear guards were retired during your turn by your Vanguard's ability, this unit can perform drive check until end of turn. Yeah. Yeah, drive check, crazy. And then once per turn, when your opponent's grade 3 or greater and your grade 3, when this unit attacks and your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, it gets plus 10,000 power. So simple enough. And then Phantom Blaster Dragon. The skill is very simple. Ren Icon condition, you can personalize on top from another Ren Icon grade 3 that doesn't have to be same name. The continuous effect is if your opponent's grade 3 and you have Blaster Dark in the soul, it gains 5k until continuous, effective on your opponent's turn 2. It's just like, it's basically OG Phantom Blaster Dragon. You have Blaster Blade, Blaster Dark Insult, this gains power, so on and so forth. Then the act effect is Counterblast 1, retire 2 Ren Icon rear guards, and then just one of your opponent's rear guard and retire it, and then this unit gets plus 10,000 power and plus 1 crit, and then your opponent's Vanguard gets minus 5,000 power. Simple enough. And it works on turn your opponent's on grade 2 too, so it does a lot of pressure, which is insane. I love it. It makes Persona writing not so necessary, so it's actually quite strong. For grade 3s, we run 3 Persona Shields. 3 Persona Rides. For 3 copies of Phantom Blaster Dragon Persona Ride. And then we run 4 of our alternate Persona Ride. This one is mainly shield and board because I found you're not really persona writing into this. You're just using this to filter for free, and then you sack it. It's not a shield. It literally just had. So basically, the skill is on place from hand. If you have not, it's a hard once per turn. You look at top 5 cards of your deck. Just have one random icon, call it to rear, and then shuffle your deck. And then when this unit attack, if you have a Vanguard grid that's with random icon grade 3 or greater, you get plus 5k until end of battle. And then if it's on Guardian Circle and you have a random icon Vanguard, plus 10k shield. So this is a 10 shield, which is the main thing because shield is kind of scarce a bit, so that's why. And then to fill in our last grade 3 slot, we're running 3 Nebula Knights and 1 Fire Regalas. It's more of I have the space, so I do it. I find this better because I like the filter. I just, by the end of, by your like turn 3, turn 4, you're hitting like, you'll end up hitting triggers back to back. So this is actually, you kind of want the filter. So that's it for grade 3s. Grade 2s, we run 2 of the new Blitz orders. The effect is very simple. You can only have 2. And when if your opponent's grade is higher than yours, you can play this while ignoring the grade. Then when you play it, your Vanguard gains plus 15k power until end of the battle. Then if you went second, you gain a Persona Shield ticket. Then and then you may play another Blitz order, and that Blitz order has to be a ticket. Then if your opponent's Vanguard is placed this turn on Persona, I think it gains plus 5,000 power shield. So it's a 20k Blitz order. It's nice. I find I don't mind it. Like, so the funny thing is, if you play decks with the generate Persona Shield already, the generate go second Persona Shield is only once per game, whatever. So you can play the Persona Shield, then you can play this, then you can play the Persona Shield. So you can play 3 Blitz orders per turn, which is kind of insane. Other grade 3s, we have 3 Makas. Initially, I only got 3 Makas, so I was playing with it. So far, I cannot convince myself to play more because Maka's like, I see her too frequently already at 3, so I don't know. Basically, when this unit is placed, count +1, look at the search your deck up to 1 grade 1 with random icon and call it to rear from your deck. Then the second effect, or you can search your deck or drop for 1 blaster die and call it to rear. And then it gets continuous if you're on a grade 3 random icon, it gains plus 5,000 power and plus 5,000 shield continuous. So pretty good. 3 Namines. Namine is still 5,000 power in true OG fashion. The first effect is basically on place, energy plus 3, put a card from your hand into soul, and then you draw 2 cards. Simple enough. Second effect is if your Vanguard is a random icon, it gets plus 5,000 power and boost continuous. Then the last effect is it counts as 2 when retired. So pretty cool. And then our last 3 Blaster Ducks. Really weird, I know. But yeah. Basically when this unit, why am I describing you? I already told you what it does. The reason why these are these 2 are 3 in 3 and not playsets is solely because I have the other 2, I just don't have the drive to put more because so far it's consistent enough, so I don't know. After that I run more because it's to save on counterblast cost, because if you can call it off with the Nebula Knights and other card effects, you get more value and then you filter more, so that's why. And we're running more Blaster Ducks because I want to filter hard. So that's the grade 2. For the last few grade 1s, 4 Sergons and 4 Karens, because of reasons. Sergon, if you don't know, if you're more rear guards than your opponent, which you will because you're retiring their rear guards, it gains 5,000 power. Then if it does and you have battle this unit boosted, retire this unit, and you can lower top 2, add 1 to hand and the other to bottom. So you basically filter. This one is, if you have Vanguard, there's a grade 3 Ren icon, you can Soul Blast 1 and call this unit to rear it, and it gives 5,000 power, as long as there's no other copy on field at that point. Then in drop, you can remove 2, so you remove 2 from drop, and you can counter charge 1, which comes in handy quite a lot. I run 4 because, you know, you never know. So that's all the great ones in terms of build. Now we go with our 3 Shadow Paladin PGs and 1 Elementaria. For our over trigger, we're running the Red over trigger because when Bastard Arc stand, it can drive check again because it stood by its own effect and not a trigger effect, strictly. So it's kinda nuts. Then we run 3 shield fronts because you need more defensive. 4 Flow Ghosts. The reason why I'm not running Shadow Paladin triggers is because I cannot be bothered. You ideally want to run your Ren icon triggers for a bit more ability to pay the cost, but oh well. Does it show on camera? Oh wow. Oh wow, it doesn't show on camera. Oh, it does. Yeah, this one's kind of damaged. Note, keep in mind, when your card is damaged, your sleeve damage is the bigger issue. And then 4 heals, which they're also laying because I can't be bothered. Yeah, so that's the deck. I'm gonna keep this so I can re-sleeve it later. Honestly, this deck is really fun. Like, really fun. Like you go test it. It's not too expensive, it seems, and it's a lot of fun. It does so much. Although for English players, I know Nebula Knights is expensive. God, I don't know why Ian Busher was like that. But I will try to think of I might release a budget build later down the line. We'll see. If there's enough people that's interested, let me know, and then I might cover one without the Nebula Knight order. Other than that, see you. Like, subscribe. Tell me what you think of the current like cleansed decks that have been released in the past 6 months. And other than that, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.